Hey guys, it's me Gabby, and I am back today from my couch on the day of love, Valentine's Day. And today's topic is sharing with you all some of my favorite co-op games that I love to play with my boyfriend. So just to start, we are in a long distance relationship. We have been long distance going on 4 years and some change now, almost 5. And so playing video games has really been a part of our experience, a part of our relationship, whether we're playing online in our 2 different cities or whether we're playing together on the couch. But I think that it's really been a way for us to bond and actually find more things we like about each other, because we've played all different sorts of types of games together. I do want to share some of my favorites that we have played together, and kind of like the story that I got of it, the experience I got out of it, and why I really love them. So we're gonna just kind of jump into it, okay? So my first and all-time favorite that I've absolutely played with him is this game right here. If you don't know what this is the Gears of War series. Now this is just games 1, 2, and 3. I have Gears 4 on my Xbox. It's a digital copy, and as you know, Gears 5 is about to come out. So we actually played this together from beginning to end right before Gears 4 came out, and he would always talk about it and rant and rave, and I was like, oh, what's the big deal, right? And I actually jumped into it, and wow, this has become probably one of my top 2 storyline games. It's absolutely phenomenal. If you're into storylines and shooter games, this is actually a really great game for you. The storyline, especially after Gears 4. Gears 4 has me on the edge waiting for Gears 5, like what is going on and what is taking so long? So definitely one of my faves. Fun fact about Gears, my favorite character is Dominic Santiago, if you ever played or you're going to play. And I actually found his pop doll at a comic book store in Chicago, and it was the only one. I couldn't find him anywhere. I would find everybody else, but I couldn't find him, and I cried for like 10 minutes in the comic book store because they had Dominic Santiago. And this is after going through rows and shelves of every pop doll they have up in there. So it took me a good 20 minutes and then another 10 to 20 minutes of crying on the floor. It's a great day. Another one I'd like to share is a classic, Halo. This is also another great storyline game that most people love to play. So this is the Master Chief Collection, and it has Halo 1, 2, 3, and 4 on here. So sadly, Halo 5 is not split screen, so you won't be able to play together on the couch, which that was a big no-no. But hopefully they get their stuff together for the next Halo. But overall, this is probably one of the best games that A, made me a better first-person shooter, and B, really made me fall in love with female characters. You know, Cortana's kind of going through it in some aspects, but she's still one of my favorite video game characters of all time. So another one I want to share, Need for Speed. So maybe you're not into storylines, maybe you're not into shooting, maybe you guys just want to get right into the action. So this is one of the many Need for Speed games. You can get anyone that you want, honestly. There's so many different versions, whether this is Payback, there's Need for Speed Underground. That was actually one of my favorites when I had a PlayStation 2. Ooh. And so it's really cool because you guys can customize your cars, really get into it. But I think it's a good game for competitive couples. If you're just trying to see, well, who's the best, or let's make a bet, or let's see what's going on here, you know? So Need for Speed is always a good one. I think a great couch co-op game for a couple, especially maybe you guys are fighting. You guys want to just let out some energy, is Mortal Kombat. This is not the most recent game. There's actually another Mortal Kombat about to release. It looks even more gory than before. If you ever picture punching your significant other in the face because maybe you're mad at them for 5 seconds, 10 minutes, 3 days, whatever it is, you know, but it's a love punch. It's not like we're trying to kill them. This is a great way to get out that pent up energy. And it also goes back to being competitive if you guys are more of the competitive couple. Another one I really love to share is Legos. This is Lego Star Wars. This is also kind of like Need for Speed, where there's so many different type of Lego games. This is another great couch co-op game because you guys really rely on each other to get a lot of missions done. And that's how all Lego games are. Lego Incredibles. I love The Incredibles. I play it with my sister all the time on her Switch. So the rest I'm going to share are just more so that are digital copies that I have. I don't have any things to pick up or to show you. A great game for those who love puzzles and you really have to think about it is Cuphead. That is an amazing 2-player game. It's also super hard, but that game is really based off of critical thinking and solving the puzzles and figuring out patterns. You can't beat the game if you cannot figure out the patterns going on throughout the game. So I think that is a super dope one. Another one that I want to add is A Way Out. It is pretty much a game about 2 men escaping from prison. So you can imagine how exciting that may be. So there are a lot of puzzles and trials and tribulations within working together for you guys to escape correctly and become free. So now I want to actually talk about a game that we are looking forward to playing, which has not released yet. Anthem. It looks super dope, super cool. It reminds me a lot of Destiny, which we have played together in the past. But for some reason, I just couldn't get with Destiny, especially when it like revamped itself. So maybe, just maybe, Anthem I could stick with. I'm really hoping so because it looks super dope. Anyways, but that's kind of all I have for you guys today. Just wanted to share some of my personal couch co-op favorites for couples. But if you're not a couple, maybe you're just best friends or you're just new people meeting and you both love video games. Try these out and let me know what you think. Thank you for watching, and please do not forget to subscribe because we have some cool stuff coming up next week. Thanks.